What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Aimé Dore collaboration with New Balance on this 1000 model in the Pristine colorway. This marks the latest collaboration between New Balance and Aimé Dore, this time releasing 3 colorways of the New Balance 1000 model. So this is a silhouette that originally released back in 1999, but New Balance is really pushing the silhouette hard. We've seen collaborations with, for example, Joe Fresh Goods, and then throughout this year there's going to be a huge selection of general release colorways as well. So these ALDs I hit on a raffle earlier this month on June 6th, and they retailed for a price of $165 US or $210 here in Canada. And there's going to be a wider release at boutiques as well as the New Balance website. I believe only this colorway will be releasing, whereas the gray and the black colorways, those ones are ALD exclusive. But I believe you'll have a second chance with this white colorway on June 20th. So while the nickname of the shoe is Pristine, the official colorway according to the New Balance website is Sea Salt and Concrete, and the style code is M1000AC1. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in a light gray colored cardboard box, and we have the silver ALD branding on the very top of the lid. And then on the sides of the box, we have both New Balance branding and ALD branding on the other side. So jumping right into the details of the shoe itself, you'll see how the majority of the upper is actually constructed out of genuine leather in this off-white color. So on the toe box, you can see how this leather is perforated, and then overlaid on the front toe cap, we have this fork-shaped overlay of genuine leather, and it has a reflective 3M panel on the lateral side, along with this embroidery on the medial side. Moving downwards, we have these flowing overlays. So the top overlay is constructed out of genuine leather once again, and has a silver embroidery running across. And then above this, we have the eyelets of the sneaker, and you'll see how this shoe incorporates 2 different eyelet styles. So we have these loop style eyelets with a strip of reflective silver 3M down the center. But the synthetic leather underneath this is also perforated as well, giving you a bit of customization in terms of how you want to lace up your shoe. On the mid panel, we have this translucent New Balance end logo, which has this yellowed look to it on the edges. And then underneath this, we have a semi-translucent TPU flowy layer, which runs from heel to toe. And on the lateral side of the forefoot, we have Aimé branding, which is debossed in this silver finish. On the mid panel on the bottom, we have this layer of white mesh. And then as far as the heel goes, so on the bottom, we have another TPU layer, which has 1000 branding on the medial side. Above this, we have this hit of genuine leather with New Balance branding, and then surrounding the heel of the shoe, we have this synthetic gray colored leather with reflective detailing on the lateral side. And then the top of the heel is covered in mesh with the New Balance end logo on the very top. Attached to the shoe, we have this Aimé branded hang tag, which is quite heavy and it feels like it's crafted using genuine metal. And then as far as the laces go, so this pair comes with 3 different lace options. The standard or default lace that they come with is a thick rope style lace, which is done in white with these reflective silver detailing found throughout. But they also come with 2 extra oval shaped laces, a plain one in gray and a plain one done in this off-white color. Running down the center of the tongue, we have this cream colored TPU layer, which helps to hold the laces in place. And then the tongue itself is decently padded and it's covered in this white colored mesh. However, on the very top of the tongue, we have this woven layer with Aimé Dore and New Balance co-branding, along with the number 1000. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in this white colored mesh, and you'll see how on the heel we have a secondary layer of cushioning and support. For the insoles, so these come with a decently padded foam lined insole. It's actually covered in a mesh layer on top, and pressed onto the heel again, we have ALD and New Balance co-branding. So the upper of the New Balance 1000 sits atop this chunky and sculpted dual density foam setup. So this is comprised of both polyurethane along with New Balance's Absorb foam technology. And it's painted primarily in this cream color with gray hits on both the lateral forefoot as well as on the heel of the sneaker as well. And then for the outsole, so this is crafted using a mix of gray and black colored rubber. So you'll see how the outsole is segmented, which gives you a bit of flexibility. And in the middle of the outsole, we have this TPU shank plate, which is what New Balance calls their stability web technology, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. However, the New Balance 1000 is a shoe that runs a little bit long lengthwise. So because of that, I got these in a size 9.5, and they fit me in a nice but snug way. To give you guys a point of comparison, my made in USA size usually is a half size down, so a 9.5 as well. So models like the 992, 993, 990 V3, V4, V5, and V6, those shoes I usually go a half size down to a size 9.5, whereas I stick true to size or a size 10 in a lot of made in UK and Asia made models like the 2002R, 860 V2, 1906R, and the 1500 and the 991. So long story short, if you have a narrow or normal width foot and you like more of a snug one-to-one fit, I'd recommend going a half size down. But if you have a really wide foot or you're just someone that likes more of a spacious, roomy fit, then you can go with your typical New Balance made in Asia or made in UK shoe size, which should be true to size. Next up, in terms of the comfort of this shoe, so like I've mentioned in past New Balance 1000 reviews, the cushioning of the shoe is actually pretty solid. It feels a lot more soft and plush than I would have expected just from the look of this shoe, but taking these out of the box and trying them on, you can feel a decent amount of compression with this foam midsole. It's not to the same level of comfort as models like a 993 or even a 990 V6. Those models I feel give you a bit more balance between cushioning and support. Whereas this shoe, I can see how it can feel a little bit clunky on foot, but don't get me wrong, the foam that they use on this shoe, I have to say it does feel comfortable. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, I gotta say this shoe feels like a more premium and upgraded version of a standard New Balance 1000. Because they utilize genuine leathers on this shoe, along with very unique materials like these translucent TPU layers, it really elevates the shoe. You can tell a lot of thought went into the design process, and for someone that appreciates that sort of thing, I gotta say that's much appreciated from a consumer standpoint. So while the material quality was pretty solid, I have to say the build quality was a little bit lacking. I noticed that some of the panels were a little bit crooked, there was like a slash mark on the leather on my right foot. So things like that, it's kind of annoying, especially how expensive this shoe is when you compare it to a standard New Balance 1000. But I'm chalking this up to maybe bad luck. Hopefully, if you guys ordered a pair from ALD, hopefully the build quality of yours is a little bit better than mine. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. If you're on board with the design of the New Balance 1000, I know it draws a lot of comparisons to a Nike Air Max 95 or 97. I think this ALD collaboration, while simple, the devil is really more in the details of this collab, and this is a welcome addition to my collection. This white colorway, I gotta say, even though it's probably the most widely available of the three, it probably is gonna be my favorite when it's all said and done. It's just such a clean looking colorway that's gonna be great for summer, and something that maybe I only like, but I love how they incorporated a black colored outsole, which honestly will make me wear the shoe more often because I'm not gonna be as scared about stepping in poop, in grass that'll stain the outsole, or on a piece of gum, for example. I know no one even sees the outsole anyways, but it's just one of those things where if I'm rocking a shoe with a white or a cream colored outsole, in the back of my mind, I'm just worrying about stepping in the right places. But anyways, I'm rambling. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this pristine colorway of the ALD New Balance 1000? Of the three, how would you rank them from best to worst? For me, I'm probably gonna go with this colorway at my number 1, the gray colorway at number 2, and I know the black colorway is extremely popular, but I'm just someone that can't really rock all black shoes like that often, so I didn't even bother entering the raffle for that pair. So leave your thoughts all down below, let's talk about this collaboration, and as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.